Assalamualikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Last class we have studied about numbers in masculine noun. In today's class we will be studying about numbers in feminine noun. Numbers in feminine noun. Masculine nouns converted to feminine nouns by adding ta marbuta, that is a closed ta at the end of the masculine noun. The masculine noun is converted into feminine noun by adding a closed ta. As we know, the closed ta is closed ta, that is tal marbutatu, at the end of the masculine noun to convert a masculine noun into a feminine noun. Let us take an example. Now let us take Muslimun. Muslimun is a masculine noun. It is a masculine noun. So how to convert this masculine noun into a feminine noun? So first we need to remove the tanween and add fatha over the meme. So it forms Muslima. Then add ta marbuta, that is the closed ta at the end. Then add the closed ta at the end. Then it forms Muslimatun. Muslimatun. So in this way, we can make a masculine noun into a feminine noun. So this masculine noun, Muslimun, means a Muslim, and Muslimatun means a Muslima. This Muslimun means a Muslim, and this Muslimatun means a Muslima. There are exceptions to this rule. Not every noun is made feminine by adding ta marbuta. Not every noun is made into a feminine noun by adding the closed ta, that is the ta marbuta. Now let us take one example, that is qalamun. Qalamun means a pen. Qalamun means a pen. So a pen is a masculine noun. It is a masculine noun. Now this masculine noun is by default itself. It's by default. This masculine noun, it can't be changed into a feminine noun by adding a closed ta. Suppose if we add a closed ta, that is the tal marbutatu, then it forms khalamatun. So here you can see khalamatun. So it is a feminine noun? No, it is not a feminine noun, because you can't add closed ta at the end of khalamun to make it as a feminine noun. So khalamun by default is a feminine noun. So let us take one more example. Now ayatun. Ayatun means aya. Ayatun means aya. It's a feminine noun. It's a feminine noun. And it's a feminine noun like qalamun. It is by default, it is a feminine noun. So here you can't remove the closed ta and make it as a masculine noun. So it cannot be changed into a masculine noun by removing the closed ta. So ayatun by default is a feminine noun, and qalamun by default is a feminine noun. So here in qalamun you can't add ta marbuta and can't make into a feminine noun, and similarly ayatun, the ta marbuta, that is a closed ta, can't be removed to make it as a masculine noun. So these nouns are by default masculine and feminine nouns. Let us take one more example. Similarly here, Jannatun is a feminine noun. It is also a feminine noun by default, and it can't be changed into a masculine noun by removing the closed ta. Now let us learn how to make dual feminine nouns. How to make dual feminine nouns. Dual feminine nouns. Here in the first step, we need to the closed ta. Okay, the closed ta, that is the ta marbutatu, should be opened into an open ta. Okay, the closed ta should be opened, and later on alif noon should be added at the end, and later alif noon should be added at the end of the noun. So let us see one example. Example Jannatun. Jannatun means it's a single garden. It is mufrad, that is singular. Mufrad. It is singular. Now let us learn how to convert this Jannatun into a dual form. So first you can see the tanween over here. Remove the tanween from here and then later on add fatha over the last letter. That is, first remove the tanween from the last letter and add fatha over the last letter. That is zabar over the last letter. Then it forms Jannata. Then later, after Jannata, the ta, the closed ta is opened and alif noon is added. The closed ta at the end is opened and alif noon is added. Then it forms Jannatani. So you can see here it is Jannatani. The closed ta is being opened here, opened ta, then alif noon is added at the end. So Jannata becomes Jannatani. So Jannatani means two gardens. It is Musanna, that is, it is a dual noun. So here Jannatani, that is two gardens, that is Musanna. Now let us take one more example, that is Muslimatun. 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 So how to convert this Muslimatun? It is a singular noun into a dual noun. First remove the tanween from the last letter and add fatha over the last letter. Then here it becomes Muslimata. Then after Muslimata, the last closed ta. The closed ta should be open and alif noon should be added at the end. So it forms Muslimatani. That is two Muslims. So here you can see Muslimatun, single Muslim, feminine, and Muslimatani, that is two female Muslims. So we know the rule, that is removing the tanween, add fatha, then later on open the ta and add alif noon at the end, forms Muslimatani, that is two female Muslims. Now let us learn about plurals in feminine nouns. So what are the plurals in feminine nouns? Here also there are two types of plurals, as we studied in masculine noun, that is regular plurals and irregular plurals. Regular plurals and irregular plurals. Irregular plurals are also known as broken plurals. The regular plurals are also known as al-jamus salim. So regular plurals are known as al-jamus salim. The masculine regular plurals are known as al-jamul muzakkari salim. The masculine regular plurals are known as jamul muzakkari salim. So the masculine regular plurals are known as. Similarly, the feminine regular plurals are known as jamul muannas salim. Feminine regular plurals are known as. So here the feminine regular plurals are known as jamul muannasus salim. Last class we have taught you how to make the masculine plurals. Now today's class will learn how to make feminine plurals. Feminine plurals. Here the first thing to do is remove the closed ta. First remove the closed ta from the singular noun. Closed ta from the singular noun. Then add atun, that is alif ta with a tanween at the end of the noun. So in this way you can make a singular noun into a plural noun. So let us take an example. Let us take one example, that is Muslimatun. Muslimatun. So here you can see Muslimatun. Muslimatun is mufrad, that is singular noun. So here first remove the closed ta. Remove the closed ta at the end. So it becomes Muslima. Then it becomes Muslima. Then add atun, that is alif ta with a tanween, atun at the end. It becomes Muslimatun. So it is a plural form of Muslimatun. So here you can see after adding alif ta with a tanween, it becomes Muslimatun. Muslimatun is a plural form of Muslimatun. Now let us take one more example, that is Mu'minatun. Okay, Mu'minatun is mufrad, that is it is singular. So it ends with a closed ta. Now what you have to do in order to make it is plural? First remove the closed ta. First remove the closed ta. It becomes Mu'mina. Okay, Mu'mina. So you can see here, once the closed ta has been removed, it forms mu'mina, that is the last letter, the fatha should be added. Then later on we should add atun, that is alif ta with a tanween, so it forms mu'minatun, that is the plural form of mu'minatun. So here you can see atun is added, alif ta with a tanween is added at the end, so it becomes mu'minatun. So it is the jama, that is the plural form of mu'minatun. Now coming to irregular plurals. Irregular plurals. So what are irregular plurals? Irregular plurals, they do not follow a fixed pattern. The irregular plurals, they do not follow a fixed pattern. They do not follow a fixed pattern. And these plurals are known as al-jamul mukassar. So you can see here, irregular plurals are known as al-jamul mukassar. Now let us take one example. Now let us take one example of irregular plurals. That is nahrun. Okay, nahrun. Nahrun is a singular form and it means a river. Nahrun means a river. So in order to make it as plural, what it do not follow a fixed pattern. So nahrun plural is anharun. Suppose if this singular noun follows a fixed pattern, then to make it as plural, we would have added waw nun at the end of the noun, as we have seen in the earlier class, to make it as plural noun. So it becomes, once waw nun is been added to nahrun, it forms nahruna, 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 which is wrong. Since it is an irregular plural, nahrun is an irregular plural, then this anharun, it forms anharun. Since it is an irregular plural, it do not follow a fixed pattern. So that's why waw nun can't be added at the end of nahrun to form the plurals. So nahrun is a singular, the plural form is anharun, because these are irregular plurals and they do not follow a fixed pattern. So now let us see some more examples of this jamul mukassar, that is irregular plurals or broken plurals. Now let us take one more example, that is rasulun. Rasulun. The plural of rasulun is not rasuluna, but it is rusulun. So here you can see the rasulun is a singular noun. The plural is rusulun, but not rasuluna. Since it is an irregular plural, it do not follow a fixed pattern. So the rasulun plural is rusulun. Now some more examples of this irregular plurals are ghaniyun, aghniya'u. Okay, ghaniyun, aghniya'u. Nabiyun, anbiya. Khalamun, akhlamun. And qalbun, qulubun. So these are irregular plurals. And these irregular plurals, they do not follow a fixed pattern. So now these broken plurals or irregular plurals are divided into two types. Plurals are divided into two types, that is aqil and ghair aqil. So this jamul mukassar is further divided into aqil and ghair aqil. Aqil example is rasulun, rusulun, rusulun, and the example for ghair aqil is akhlamun, akhlamun. Aqil means one that has mind to reason out, and here ghair aqil means which do not have mind to reason out, is known as ghair aqil. It is akhlamun. It is the jama of qalamun. This rasulun jama is rusulun, that is aqil. So this is the two types of jamul mukassar, that is aqil and ghair aqil. So in short, let us see what we have studied about feminine nouns. So here the dual nouns in feminine nouns are formed by opening the ta, this is opening the closed ta, and later on add alif nun at the end to form the dual feminine nouns. Now the plural feminine nouns are formed by removing the closed ta, removing the closed ta from the end and adding atun, alif ta with a tanween at the end. So this is the way you can form plural dual nouns and plural nouns in feminine nouns. Inshallah, in the next class we will learn about the last characteristic of a noun, and it is the most important characteristic of a noun, that is i'rab of a noun. I'rab of a noun, which is the most important characteristic of a noun. So do subscribe and share with your friends. Ma salam.